Welcome back to a new Food Reviews with Fatty. As always, I'm your host, Fatty, aka Jay. If you don't know, now you know, So, today I do have two new items, not one, but two. This is a 2-for-1 special video, because I want to beat everybody else on YouTube to it. That's right, I got it today. I got two of the newest items that are coming from Burger King. I decided to go ahead and do this because I wanted to get this out before everybody else. Just for the sake of competition, why not? So I do have the Philly Melt chicken wrap, and I have the Philly Melt burger. Now, just as a disclaimer, these are, first off, this is the BK Melt. It comes with Swiss cheese, royal sauce, 2 pieces of Swiss cheese, royal sauce, and it also comes with an onion and pepper mix. The disclaimer is that on both of these, they come with the Swiss cheese and the pepper and onion mix. Now, I don't like onions. I hate onions. I despise onions. Onions are like the rat of my life of foods, in my opinion. The rat or some kind of insect or animal that the tick of the food industry is what I believe, because they put onions on everything. It's like Frank's Red Hot Sauce. They put that on everything. So, I don't really like onions. I can't stand onions. The texture makes me sick. The smell makes me sick. They're disgusting. Whoever likes onions, more power to you. And if you want to get it, make sure you get it and you just pick off the onions if you have to, if you don't like onions. And if you do like onions, you might like this. So, like I said, the chicken wrap is a chicken wrap. And it's got the Swiss cheese and peppers and onions and a royal sauce as well. So they both have the same exact thing you can see right there. The onion, or the peppers, and the chicken, and so it's like a piece of chicken with, wrap. And here's the burger. The burger would have normally onions and peppers, but I picked off the onions. I apologize to anybody who likes onions, but to me, that is the worst tasting thing on the face of the planet, and I don't like it. I don't like onions. They're the redheaded step cousin of the family of foods that are vegetables, or maybe fruits if that's how you want to classify it. It's your choice. I don't really care. Just put whatever you want, whatever you say. So just to put it on there, it's 360 calories for the wrap itself. For the burger, I think it runs about 530-ish. Something like that, like 530, 550 is what it looked like it said. I can't really remember, so I'm just going to put a ballpark figure out there. If you don't like it, then don't play ball, all right? Anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and try these out and see how they are, because I'm dying to know, honestly. Looking at them, they don't look too terrible. Like, this is actually sourdough bread, they claim, which really I think is just 2 buns, like 2 middle buns like they have from McDonald's, because they don't really taste like sourdough, but they're actually most likely pretty good. Now, again, I'm going to say this, because I always say this. This is not something that I would have every single day, because clearly the calorie range is crazy, but for the sake of the review, I'm going to go ahead and do this today. This will be my lunch, of course, because why not? It's late enough. So let's dig in. I thought it was an onion, but it was a pepper. Oh well. Now, I will say one thing. Whatever the royal sauce is, because they don't really say what it is, it's pretty bland and kind of tasteless. So far, the burger don't taste too bad. Like I said, with the onions, I definitely wouldn't have liked it. But the burger don't taste too bad. It's just the royal sauce. I don't know if it's the Swiss cheese overpowering that, but the royal sauce is almost tasteless. It's like, kind of like, why would you put this on there? But Honestly, they're trying to imitate a Philly cheesesteak, and I understand, you know. I mean, clearly Burger King's not going to be able to do a Philly cheesesteak justice. I wouldn't expect that, though, because a lot of these things, you know, you can order these foods, and you expect it to be something, and it's not always what you expect it to be. The burger patties are kind of bland. The royal sauce, kind of bland. With the Swiss cheese, it does give it a certain flavor, I guess you could say. But it doesn't remind me anything of a chicken, like a cheesesteak. Once again, like I said, you're not going to get that unless you order from a place that's a specialty place that does cheesesteaks. There are quite a few here in Pinellas Park. So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of places where you could do that. But this is not. Just to put it down, this was $6. It was $5.49 for the sandwich. And I'm just going to go ahead and call it right now. For value, 1 thumb down. Because it's not a good sized burger for $6. For, how should I say, display? No, 1 thumb down. And overall for taste, I'm just going to go with 1 thumb down because there's really not much to say about this burger. It's just 2 plain old burger patties. I might as well just got a double cheeseburger. Asked them for Swiss and to add the mix, and I could have probably got it for cheaper than what I paid for it. And it's supposed to be on sale. So this one is just not, it's not impressive in the least. But it's not bad. It's just a burger with Swiss on it. Everything else you can't really taste. I don't taste the peppers. I taste the Swiss, but I don't taste the peppers. They barely have any flavor at all. And the royal sauce is very bland. On to the chicken wrap here that we've got. Hopefully this one does a little better because maybe the royal sauce goes better with the chicken, which I could believe that because some stuff just doesn't go with a burger that Burger King puts that royal sauce on. Typically, the royal sauce by itself is pretty good. If it's on a burger with regular cheese, you can kind of taste the royal sauce, but it's really not that noticeable, should I say. So, the chicken wrap, like I said, it's got the exact same ingredients, Swiss, royal sauce, and onion pepper mix. I took off the onions, of course. I took the liberty to go ahead and do that. And here, like I said, the wrap, I went ahead and ripped off some of the breading too because they give you this little tiny piece of chicken. It's not really that spectacular. It's a little tiny piece of chicken. You'd think they'd give you a nice sized piece of chicken for $3. You'd get like a decent sized wrap, but unfortunately, I literally had to rip off that much of it. I didn't even take a bite yet. I just went ahead and ripped off the 2 inches of complete bread or flour tortilla, whatever you want to call it. Just because I didn't want to eat all that extra. It doesn't make sense. That's the thing about wraps that I've learned about a lot of restaurants. They always chief on the chicken. It's called a chicken wrap. The world's smallest piece of chicken is in this wrap. Look, that's my hand. And that's the chicken right there, about that much. There's still even breading in the end right here, and I can see the little chicken right there. If you look closely, you can see it there as well. Yeah, you can see it. It's right there where the sauce and Swiss is. But this might be better. I'm going to give this one a shot and see what it's all about. And of course, I'm right. On the chicken wrap, you can taste the royal sauce better. Actually, much better. Maybe on the burger, they just didn't put enough sauce. That could be a case. Because I've noticed with the burgers, they go extra thin on it. And I really don't know why. But then the wraps, they slather it on. I don't get it. If I'm paying more for the burger, shouldn't I get more sauce? That would be my assumption. But I'm not going to complain because honestly, the customer service here at this place is usually pretty good. Their speed of service, though, I'm going to just go ahead and call it. Their speed of service is slow. 9 times out of 10, there will be like 3 people in there that are waiting for food. And I mean, just to be honest, it's not the manager's fault and it's not anybody else's fault. It's just like people don't want to work nowadays at restaurants because they're just not making enough money to survive, which I get it. I live here in Florida. I'm a resident of Pinellas Park. And honestly, it's very hard to survive off of a restaurant wage, especially Burger King. I imagine they probably don't pay much because corporate, they're usually owned. It's either owned by corporate or a franchisee. And, you know, the franchisees, they really don't care because they just want to make money. And corporate, everybody knows corporate America does not care at all. The worker does not mean anything to them. It's just money, 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 money. That's just how it is. So anyhow, without further ado, I'm going to continue and see if this is really that enjoyable. And just for the record, I can taste everything on this one. Apparently they put just enough peppers. This one had very little peppers, but the burger had very little peppers. But enough onions to smother somebody. I could have waterboarded somebody with the onions if I wanted to. Like if I was trying to get an answer out of somebody and I knew they were allergic to onions, I had enough onions to off them. Oh wait, I mean, I had enough onions to make them allergic. There we go. Redact that last part. Don't talk about that. All right. Okay, so I stand in a different place with the wrap. The wrap's pretty good. The chicken helps it have a lot more flavor. Now keep in mind, they do a Philly chicken cheesesteak. I've had one before. And this is not a Philly chicken cheesesteak either, so don't expect a whole lot. But I will say, for the value, 2 thumbs up. For the display, 2 thumbs up. And of course, overall, 2 thumbs up. The wrap is much better than the sandwich. Although the sandwich isn't terrible. So that's where I stand with these. And I know I do Mr. Predicto every video. So I'm going to do Mr. Predicto this video, but I'm going to ask about both of these. And one question. I just don't want to stretch this out too far. Mr. Predicto, is the Philly Melt and the Philly Melt wrap, are they both good or do they suck? Do they suck? I'll just ask, do they suck? How about that?
The answer cannot be found at this moment.
Mr. Predicto, does this wrap and Philly Melt suck?
Yes, without question.
Okay, Mr. Predicto, I already made my decision, so you can say whatever you want, buddy. Apparently, Mr. Predicto thinks they suck. Good for you, Mr. Predictable. Huh. I'm sorry, Mr. Unpredictable. There we go. Yeah, so, as far as it goes, I would go with the wrap before I would go with the sandwich. just because the wrap's cheaper and less calories and tastier. Yeah. Really good. So, as you already know, this is going to be the end of the video. I did see that I had a new subscriber recently. I want to say thank you to the new subscriber. Also, Food Reviews with Fatty is currently accepting sponsorships. So if there's anybody out there that wants to sponsor the channel, whether it's a food company or vice versa, or otherwise, should I say, otherwise. I do have two separate channels. I have Everything Reviews with Fatty, and I have my main channel, Food Reviews with Fatty. But Everything Reviews with Fatty doesn't have much on it, but I'm more than willing to do any kind of sponsorship, for a small sponsorship fee, of course. And it is very negotiable, so please do contact us at Food Reviews with Fatty. That's Food Reviews with PHATTY at gmail.com. And I'd be more than happy to speak with you and negotiate a price. For sponsorships, not only will I do reviews on your products right here on the channel, or the Everything Reviews with Fatty channel, depending on whether it's food or everything else. But I will also advertise. You can send me the advertiser, and I'd be more than happy to splice in advertisements in the videos. I have no problem with that at all. So please do contact us at foodreviewswithfatty at gmail.com. That's foodreviewswith PHATTY at gmail.com, and I'd be more than happy to go forward with a sponsorship. And I do have contracts. So as far as that goes, I have a fill in the blanks contract where we can put down name of the company, what the sponsorship offers, and then go from there. So thank you to all you lovely people who's been watching the channel, who stayed to the end of the video. Please do like, subscribe, and ring the bell in the box below, the area below, of course. If you have anything that you want me to review, please do contact me through the way of comments. You can put it in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to go ahead and do a review of your product, of the product that you want to see on the channel. I do take requests, so that's not a problem. Also, like I said, like, subscribe, and ring the bell. That's all I got to say about that right there. And yeah, so that's where we're at with it. So, as always, I'm going to go ahead and call it a day. Thank you to everybody who's liked, subscribed, and ring the bell. Please feel free to do so. It does help out the YouTube algorithm. And of course, as always, Food Reviews with Fatty. Ow.